This is Chapter 9, Part 2. The prescriber ordered a drug, 200 milligrams stat. You have a 20 milliliter multi-dose vial, and the label indicates that the strength is 100 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters will you prepare? Okay, so we have 200 milligrams that we are going to try to change into milliliters. Okay, so I take this 200 milligrams and put it over 1. And then I'm going to use this relationship right here. There are 100 milligrams for every milliliter. I'm trying to cancel out the milligrams, so I'm going to put it in the bottom. And put the 1 milliliter in the top. Now the milligrams cancel out. And you have 200 divided by 100, which is 2 milliliters is what should be administered. Okay. All right, 9.6. The order for an adult of this drug is 5 milligrams every 12 hours. The patient weighs 100 kilograms, and the strength in the vial is 4 milligrams per milliliter. If the recommended daily dosage is 0.03 to 0.15 milligrams per kilogram, is the prescribed dosage safe? What we're going to do is we know this is what was ordered. What we're going to do is we're going to calculate what the lowest safe dose would be and what the largest safe dose would be, and then make sure that this fits somewhere in that range. Okay. So the patient is 100 kilograms. So I'm going to use that first. 100 kilograms, and I'm going to use this. It's milligrams per kilogram. So I'm going to do 0.03 milligrams over 1 kilogram. Okay. Your kilograms cancel out, and you end up with 3 milligrams. Okay. And then we're going to look at the largest one, which is basically the same. We're just going to put 0.15 right here. 100 kilograms over 1 times 0.15 milligrams per 1 kilogram. The kilograms cancel, and when you multiply, you get 15 milligrams. Now, what was prescribed is 5. 5 is between 3 and 15, so yes, it's safe. Okay, so we've double-checked that. Now, what we want to figure out is how many milliliters would we administer. We've been ordered to give 5 milligrams, and we are supposed to convert this into milliliters. If I look at the problem, the relationship right here is 4 milligrams per milliliter. So I take this 5 milligrams, put it over 1. I'm going to put the 4 milligrams in the bottom because that's what I'm trying to cancel out. And then put 1 milliliter in the top. The milligrams cancel out. If you divide 5 by 4, you get 5 divided by 4, you get 1.25. 1.25 milliliters, which is approximately 1.3 milliliters if you need to use a syringe that is not that precise. Okay, so 9.7. This one's a bit tricky. Okay, it's got a lot in there. The prescriber ordered this drug, 250 milligrams stat, to treat a patient who has gonorrhea. Read the label and the directions for reconstitution and determine how to prepare and administer this antibiotic. The instructions say reconstitute the drug with sterile water Inject diluent into vial, shake thoroughly to form a solution. Okay, so we're going to have to add a diluent to this, and we need to make sure we do the right one so that we end up with the correct strength. Okay, the vial is a 500 milligram vial, which is right here. So this is the one we're going to have to pay attention to. Okay, so we pay attention to this, this right here, and we need to decide which strength we want to mix this up to. Okay, since we have been ordered to give 250 milligrams, and this is 250 milligrams, this is going to be your easiest option. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. The first thing we have to do is, since we're going to be adding 1.8 milliliters of water into this bottle, the first thing we have to do is to inject 1.8 milliliters of air into the water, sterile water, and then withdraw the same amount. Then we are going to take that sterile water that we have drawn up, and we're going to inject it into this vial, and then we're going to shake it thoroughly. Okay? So that's how we prepare the solution in order to do it. Now, we have been ordered to give 250 milligrams. I'm going to put that over 1. And then here is the strength of the solution. I'm trying to get rid of milligrams, 250 milligrams over 1 milliliter. All of this cancels out, so you would withdraw 1 milliliter of this solution to give to the patient. Okay, so 9-8. Again, this is similar, okay? This is our order. We know how much to give. Read the drug label and portion of the packet insert, which is down on the bottom of the page. It indicates that the solution must be used within 1 hour of preparation. Okay, so first question is how much diluent to add into the vial. All right, so let's see. This vial size is 3 grams, okay? So if I look at this, it tells me to reconstitute with sterile water. Use only freshly prepared solutions and administer within 1 hour. Our vial size is 3 grams, so we need to add 6.4 milliliters of sterile water. Okay? Okay. If nurse Susan Green reconstitutes the drug at 0600 hours on February 1st of 2013, complete the label she will place on the vial. Now, since this has to be mixed up and, you have different options of how much to inject, and then also it goes bad after an hour, you have to make sure you label everything. So what you're going to do is the first thing, you would list the date. Okay. And the time you mixed it up, 0600 hours. Okay. And then you're going to write the strength of it once you have mixed it up. And so that would be reconstituted strength. And let's look down here and see what we've got. Containing 375 milligrams per milliliter. Okay, so this would be, what I would write right here is 375 milligrams per milliliter. Okay, it's going to expire at 2/1/2013 at 0700 hours. And then the nurse would give her initials, so SG. Okay. This way, if somebody else comes behind you and they need to give the same drug and it's within that 1 hour, you have everything labeled. They'll know for sure that it's okay. Okay, so next part. Determine how many milliliters of this antibiotic Nurse Green will give the patient. So coming back up here, we were asked to give 1,700 milligrams. And we're asked to convert it to milliliters. Now we have the strength right here. So I'm going to multiply this. I'm going to put the milligrams in the bottom. And then 1 milliliter in the top. Your milligrams cancel out. Okay. You end up with 1,700 divided by 375, which gives you about 4.5 milliliters is what that nurse would give.